everybody, thanks for tuning in to Fish Den 365 and welcome back to Topwater Tuesday. Today we have a bait that I actually found. In our last video I talked about fishing for lures, actually looking for lures while you're fishing in the bushes, on the bank, that kind of thing. And this is one that I found at Lake Nakamixon, quite a number of years, probably a decade ago. It's an old bait here. It's a Heddon Hedd Plug. Take a look at the weird shape of the mouth and lip on that thing. It's very different. And you know, I looked it up, and this bait is an older lure, but it was available still in 1979. In fact, in 79 they said it was new and improved. And I did a little research and found an article by Terry Battisti. Terry wrote that article on the Bass Fishing Archives website. He actually had a display for the lure on the website. I'll place it here so that you can see it. The display was an ad about the Heddon Hedd Plug, and it was kind of interesting because this was in Bassmaster magazine, but they advertised the Hedd Plug as a salmon catcher, not necessarily a bass catcher. I think they mentioned stripers as well, and I forget one other species, maybe walleye, I'm not sure anymore. But stripers got my attention because, you know, I like to striper fish, obviously, and I don't even know if this is a true topwater lure or not. You know, the way this lip is here, the way this mouth is shaped, that could catch water, and I'm guessing if I reel it in, it's probably going to wiggle back and forth and go down under the water. I'm hoping, though, that if I retrieve it slowly with my rod up, I can keep it on the surface and make that kind of wake, and it may be some type of wake bait that way. And I'm curious to see how it'll work. So I put hooks on it, and we're going to attach it to our line, and we're going to take it out and see how it works. So let's get it out. Let's get it on here right now. All right, we have it on our snap here. Got it on our Topwater outfit. 17-pound test mono leader, 20-pound test braid. Let's get it out of the water and see how it performs. This will be interesting. All right, let's see how this thing sits in the water. It's always our first test. So we'll plop it in there for you. And the way we have these hooks arranged, you can see that it lies just a slight angle, mostly flat. And let's see what it does when we work it. Okay, we're out there a little bit. I'm just gonna reel it slow and see what happens. Okay, so it does wake. Boy, I gotta tell you, I like it. It's kind of subtle. I thought it would be a wider wake than that. I think this is going to be a good striper lure. Look at this. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta tell you, I'm liking the bait. Let's see what happens if we give it a walk the dog type retrieve. So it wants to only go one way. I might have the, no? Thought I had the hooks. So it really doesn't want to do that, but boy, as a wake bait, it ain't bad. Let's see here. So I can pop it. It only wants to go to the left. I don't know why that is. But I can make it pop, and then it'll turn, and then I can swim it, pop it, swim it, and it'll go under the water. See, that's where they say it works. They like a real fast retrieve. Me, I'd rather have that slow retrieve on the surface. But let's see what it does under the water here, just out of curiosity, with a faster retrieve. So it's blowing off to the left a little bit, which, well, now it's corrected itself. It's hunting a little bit there. Got a crazy action. Well, I could see this thing working for more than just salmon. That's for sure.
like it as a wake bait, really. That's where it really shines. I mean, I could see adding a tail feather to it to give it a little bit more realistic look and maybe a little bit larger size profile. Put a feather tail on there, I'm sure it would still work. Wow. Yeah, I like it. Definitely pleasantly surprised with the bait. Now, I purposely chose a number 4 hook on the back and a number 6 hook on the belly. The belly hook is a strange thing because it's so far up on the bait. So I chose these hooks on purpose so that the bait would sit more the way I want it. And I think it works fine just the way it is. I don't think I'll change that hook arrangement. Let's take it back to the shop.
So the Heddon Hedd Plug was a pleasant surprise because I was able to fish it as a wake bait, and it's quite unique in its shape and size as a wake bait. Looking forward to trying this out next spring at night for stripers. And if you want to see a video on how to catch stripers at night in spring, take a look at this one right here. That's it for this Topwater Tuesday. Until next time, hope to see you on the water. Be safe out there, and as always, may God bless your fishing endeavors.